What is up, legends? We are back and we're in Mortal Sins. You know, the weekly update. You know how we do. Got to check it out. All right, so Pana is finally here. Everything is actually kind of moving along the same path that JP moved, although faster. It's still moving along the same path. However, we still don't have the dice. And we had the dice in JP by this time because that was like around the first time. Like it appeared in between Gunslinger Lucy and Pana, and it's just not here right now. Y'all think y'all slick, but we're gonna keep going in. I know why it's not here. I said it before, but I'm not gonna keep repeating it. Throne and the crosshairs. Here we go. Right here's the login. There you see pretty much that we get the usual stuff. They give a lot of summer ticket stuff here though. I appreciate that. We have Limbo Discovery. Isn't this still here? Yeah, that was already here. We still have Garden of Memories, Garden of Mystery. If you're still messing around with that, that's what I was farming on to help push karma, to get currency and stuff like that. So that's what I was focused on. But I am gonna start messing around with Pana's her throne, because obviously when you get her and finish stages, you get more stuff. It just helps. I'm not gonna go crazy and use all my currency. Like, well, I am gonna summon, but it's mainly to get her so I can just get all of the goodies that go along with actually having her, but not necessarily. And I'm not gonna use her because I've already used her in JP. She is a good unit. We're gonna talk about it, but what I'm more concerned about is all this stuff over here. Now, for the most part, getting the dupe is actually easy. That's 75k. Well, depends on what you consider easy. I'm more concerned on the fragment stuff right here because that's useful, obviously, just to, you know, get our fragments out the way so we can start building up. But they also, what they normally do is put other burn right here, which is interesting this time around. It is Pride Lucifer and Faith Michael, which is really interesting. So if you're actually using those characters, then have at it. I will caution you that after Panda, the next big character is Wedding Dress Levy, which I don't think is going to be like immediate, but they're probably going to be in the next month or so. So just to warn you. And then probably like a month after that is going to be Idol Michael. So yeah, so just putting it out there. We have our Grimoire right here. We also have Gem Selector, which is useful if you're trying to use inherits. And then we have a shard right here, which is actually useful and not that expensive. This shard right here, by the way, 25k. EX books, which is useful too, which is probably what I'm gonna be. I'm probably gonna get this shard and these EX books right here because that's more useful for me. Corporate ID card is basically for Pana. And then you have the trainers, which is good if you're actually building up stuff. And the same thing, the Fana level. The Fana corporate ID, I believe, is the stage piece for at the end. And at the end, when you're done with all the normal stages, then to actually go ahead and go beyond that. I believe that's what that's for. And then you have the fan level, which is for Pana's karma level. All right, so gacha wise is just all the usual stuff. And then you also see that we also can get Lucy and Michael in this, which is again pretty interesting. But they always try to, which is great. I'm not even mad at it. They try to stack Lucy because again, I keep telling you guys, OG Lucy is still the best character in this game. Because she scales the most, and she's in every mechanic in the game, so you could make her a god level before other characters. Now when the other characters get there, like when Winter Lucy and Christmas, I can't remember the name. When she actually gets there, Miss Satan, when she actually gets there, then that type of stuff will be another overlap, and take that out. But for now, OG Lucy is the strongest character in this game. It's not even a debate. I know people gonna try to debate, but who gonna scale higher? There's nobody else who can scale that high right now. So it's like you just hating at that point because there's nobody else that can scale that high. Pana S1. Dead Silence 5 deals 140% attack damage 2 times and inflicts fatigue and time seed on a target if the target is affected by all damage. If the target is affected by all damage reduction, increases all allies' move gauge by 15%. And then your fatigue is speed down. Time seed lasts for 2 turns. When affected by the status, there's an 80% chance to increase all enemies' move gauge by 15%. Which is pretty interesting. So she essentially becomes a debuffer. She's middle, like with everything. Defense, speed, 285. So you would think that she's mid, but not so fast. Deals 180% attack as damage 2 times before the action. Grants the caster injured immunity and grants all allies piles of file folders. After the action, inflicts Neptune Gash on 2 enemies with the highest attack. Neptune Gash, when the turn starts, deals 150% attack as damage on a target affected by the status, unstackable, and lasts for 3 turns. Now, remember when I had the dot build, when I had Michael and I had Chino and her at the same time, and then enemies was just fainting. That's what it was. Pretty much this. It's pretty interesting, but again, if you have characters that can stop stuff like that, so it's kind of like but you can't actually get rid of it. As you can see, it's unremovable, but you can stop other dots. So you know, it's up to you if you want to do that, because there is characters that can kind of like negate this stuff. Injured immunity to injure removes injured effect on the caster for 3 turns and piles of folders. Final damage taken 15%, stacks up to 2 times. So it's like a defense buff basically, because it's like final damage and you take less damage, and as you can see, stacks up to 2 times and lasts the entire battle. So extremely good. That's why I said before you call her mid, this skill alone right here is just pretty good. This makes you more tanky, makes your whole team more tanky, basically. You got base stat stuff. Now, Punishment from the Almighty deals 600% attack as damage, inflicts Black Multiverse RX. That's weird. That's really weird as a name. Before the action, removes the target's all damage reduction. After the action, decreases the target's move gauge by 25% and increase the caster's move gauge by 100%. So she speed pushes herself. Black Multiverse lasts for 4 turns. When taking damage, grants the caster Fracture. Removes the caster's all damage reduction removable buffs with a fixed 40% chance. After the action, there's a 45% chance to inflict Confuse on the caster. Interesting. Fracture, you guys know, and Confuse, you guys know. So this kind of like to balance her out, that she has like a mechanic that may screw her up eventually. This is interesting. Evil Karma Purge format. This name right here. When the battle begins, grants the caster CC immunity lasting for 3 turns and inflicts Confuse on 3 random enemies. Which is just, she's just gonna do this. Cast effect Confuse affected. The effect will attack both allies and enemies before the effect wears off. Lasts for 1 turn. Game Master, when the battle begins, grants the caster Game Master while taking damage, restores HP of 2 allies with the lowest HP by 25%. Lasts for 3 turns, triggers once dealing multiple attacks. Forced Labor, when the battle begins, inflicts fatigue on all enemies. Fatigue is a speed down. So she essentially, if you have a speed team, she's automatically going to hit them regardless. That's just what she's going to do. Like, there's no stopping it. Like, unless you're speed immune, she's just going to do it. And she has a chance to confuse, and she has a chance to dot. And like, now she's the epitome of the type of characters that I particularly don't necessarily like, but she has more directed stuff that's just going to happen. It's just going to happen. That's what she does. And then she a baddie on top of that with her umbrella. That's just how it works. So we got 10 summons right here that we can actually do. We're gonna knock the free ones out, because if we get freely, then I ain't doing anything. Which happens sometimes, not as much as it used to, because they nerfed that. Alright, let's head up here. We're not worried about the other summons, at least I'm not. Nice. Here we go. What's in it though? Oh, no speed stat in here though. I could re-roll that though. Okay, no hype on that. No hype here. I was summoning on this stuff a little bit too. Actually, should just do these. She's a natural 5 too, and she hasn't come out yet. Not that it even matters. For collection's sake, you know, you would want this stuff, but they're eventually going to be in the banners anyway. Nope. We found out a natural 5-star character don't want to just show up and stuff. Alright, so let's use this ticket, see what happened. You gonna be first one, Panda? Nope, you ain't gonna save me any type of currency, are you? He said no. Absolutely not. Let's use up these. Like I said, I'm gonna try, and then I'm just gonna stop, because Wedding Levy is gonna be coming soon too. All right, Pana, help me out here. Nope. Okay, so that's it. I'm probably just gonna just ticket ride from here on out when it comes to this, for the most part, because it's not gonna, like, obviously I did want to get her for the event, but I'd rather save. Let's rather save. And I think we have another limbo. Yep. Meh. That's a meh. And what's that here at the top? Oh, just the mirror sets. Mirror sets is interesting, but it's still meh. The rest, like, that's rarely happened. It's happened to me one time to actually get the top without it being the end. So that is all I got for you guys in this video. Be legendary. I'll see you guys soon. And yeah, hold on one second, real quick. If you want to join the legends, you can. What is today? Agi. All right. See you guys soon. Peace. Thank you, legends, for getting to the end of the video. We do 3 to 4 videos every day. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be first in notification squad. I love everybody who stops by, and I will see you next video. Peace.